Because we had the rye.
We had the rye was. Check out that review.
Yeah, that was.
But this is
That was
the
worth
bourbon. Let's get into it on this episode
of the Gnome's Tavern.
Welcome to Tavern on Tap. I'm the Gnome. This is Eli the Viking, and we are here for another episode of
The
Tavern on
Gnome's
Tap.
Tavern.
Yes, the Gnome's Tavern. And we have a special treat for you guys today. We have some E.H. Taylor small batch, 100 proof.
Only 100 proof.
I have a connection, and they always email me and say you should enter to a chance to win a raffle. I enter every time, and I get a bottle of E.H. Taylor every time. So I just have like a couple of these.
So what you're saying is you have a plug for the good stuff.
I had like 3 of these on.
So so what makes this stuff special exactly?
So for one, it's hard to find. It retails about 40, but if you can find it for 40, that's pretty good. But anything Buffalo Trace right now is very overhyped, very much blown out of proportion. Now I do love Buffalo Trace regular. It's one of my favorite whiskeys because I can get it for $25 and I put it in everything. I love Buffalo Trace. I would not spend north of 50 on Buffalo Trace.
So what you're saying is that we're gonna open this very, very hard to find bottle of alcohol.
Yeah, and I had another bottle, but then Courtney started making whiskey sours with it, and that bottle was gone.
Put down in the comments how you feel about that.
I know she spilled the last one, but she filled the bottle.
Yeah.
So.
Spilled E.H. Taylor.
So, a little bit of history with E.H. Taylor. E.H. Taylor would make the distillery known as Buffalo Trace. The biggest thing that E.H. Taylor did, besides start the distillery, is he pushed for the Bottled and Bond Act, which, for one, you had to have a whiskey that was 100 proof in the bottle. You used to have a federal agent watch you distill, bottle, and barrel it. And it had to your whole batch had to come from one season and one distillery. So that's why in all of the E.H. Taylors are at 100 proof to follow his recipe. He was a colonel because he was like in a cool, it was like a cool club or something. He was really terrible with money. He had he brought like 30 suits when he traveled. And at the time when he started his distillery, it was the most advanced distillery at the time.
I mean, Buffalo Trace is still...
It's still pretty up there.
It's still pretty up there.
And Buffalo Trace does make great products, but I think that there's way too much of a shift onto Buffalo Trace. I think that there's other great bourbons, but I feel Bourbon Society. You can comment and call me an ignoramus or that I personally attacked you. But sometimes bourbon people, it's about a status thing. As one guy says, you need to drink E.H. Taylor. And all of them are like, yes, we have to drink E.H. Taylor. You know.
I believe it.
But we're going to see if it's worth the hype today and try it out.
Yeah.
And see if it's worth having 4 of these on my bar.
Let's see. Hold on.
Now, like I said, for $40, it's probably going to be really good.
This doesn't have complex flavors, but it
does not have complex flavors.
Oh, no, it does! I was wrong! Barrels are routinely evaluated to identify those with the richest and most complex flavors.
Oh, it's got complex flavors.
I'm out. It's already lost me. Stop saying you have complex flavors. We get it. There's stuff in your liquor.
If you're new to the channel, that is Eli's trigger word.
Yes.
Is complex flavors.
It's like we know there's lots of things that you put in your alcohol to make it tasty. Please stop saying complex flavors. It doesn't make you sound any smarter.
Now, this definitely I can tell by the smell it's bourbon. Like bourbon always has that weird, not like weird, but it has that bourbon smell.
Like it smells like a library, like an old library. Really? That's what got you? It's like, it's not a bad smell. I think it's a unique smell.
I think that and the 99 one where you said, this tastes like the sheen on waters by the shopping cart. You're such a fucking poet.
Complex flavors.
You're a complex flavor.
Your face is a complex flavor. All right, let's try that. Cheers.
Let's try this.
Okay.
It's pretty nice.
First sip was good.
Yeah, I get caramel?
Yeah.
Like a lot of caramel. That oak and that leatherness is what's kind of staying with me right now.
It's really smooth.
Yeah, there's not a lot of burn to it. It's very, very smooth, especially for 100 proof. Yeah. It's pretty nice. Like, I got zero burn on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. I also like the feel of the bottle. Is that, like, inch of glass by there makes me feel like I purchased something.
Yeah. It makes you feel that if you accidentally drop the bottle, it's not just going to break.
It's going to bounce like a Nokia phone.
Yeah, it's going to break the floor.
That's what I kind of like about the bottle is if you are someone who loves the history of whiskey and Buffalo Trace, like, you're just going to find so many little treasure troves in this bottle.
And the bottle, and it looks good, too.
It looks good. It feels good. I mean, this is great. Like, $40, I'm over the moon.
Yeah.
This was the best buy I had. $120 or $100? When you go in that triple-digit range, I just don't know if it hits that. I don't know if it lives up to that much hype. I'd say it's like the Ant-Man of Marvel movies. Like, it's pretty good, but... And I love Paul Rudd, but, like, it's not Infinity War. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah. All right, so this is the Paul Rudd of whiskey.
No, I mean, the Paul Rudd of whiskey is... I'm obsessed with Paul Rudd. It's the Paul Rudd movie of whiskey.
Okay.
Like, there's some, like, cool shit that makes it great.
And here I thought I was poetic.
This is our second shooting. We're not even drunk yet. But you know what you can be drunk on? Awesome merch! Make sure you...
Who doesn't want to look like this?
Who doesn't love merch? Yes. And make sure you check out the stuff.
Now this one is a one of one. Now not all of them will come with cat hair.
No, it does not. But maybe you can get a cool connection on E.H. Taylor when you wear this stuff.
Or when you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, so you know all the things to buy, all the good stuff. And you know what the most important thing is? Always that the tavern
is always open.
Cheers. I mean, I thought the Ant-Man thing was pretty good. It's the I enjoyed Ant-Man.
Oh, I thought you were trying to relate the Ant-Man your story to like it being the holidays. It's like I am missing this completely. It's like I don't know where you're going with this.
I liked Ant-Man.
I did not like Ant-Man. Ant-Man is just not one of my favorites.
That's what kind of the...
Which I mean, yeah, that's kind of par for the course, I guess.